Aloha, it's Tony. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to my channel and subscribing. In this video, I am going to show you how I have this small channel and how I have been slowly growing it, hopefully consistently. I'm going to give you all the numbers. I'm a data guy, so I'm going to give you everything month by month. I'm also going to tell you who I am, why I started this channel, and how I'm doing, of course. Yeah, I'm in beautiful Coconut Grove, Miami. It's middle of November and the temperatures are just superb here. I'm near the water. Who am I? Are you too old to start a YouTube channel? I'm in my 50s. I'm actually 60 years old yesterday. I'm 60 years old plus 1 day. Woohoo! It's never too late to start a YouTube channel. You can do it. You can do it. Just start. Just do it. So, who am I? I was born in Europe. I grew up in New Jersey and I went to school and lived there for over 30 years. And in 2008, after many vacations to Hawaii, I sold my house in New Jersey and I moved to paradise. I was in Hawaii until the pandemic of 2020, and the pandemic closed down Hawaii so badly that I left. I left the places that were open: Vegas, Florida, Mexico, Colombia, and then several countries too. I've done 2 world trips during that time. One during pandemic and one just recently this year. Why did I start a YouTube travel channel? Well, I love traveling. I love getting on an airplane and going to a beach or a hike or a nice city with good food, meeting great people. So that's the easy part. But I've been traveling extensively since 2016 and 17. I'm divorced, no kids, so I'm self-employed. I have a remote business. I've been in finance for almost 40 years, and so I can just get up and go. And I actually started the YouTube channel October 18, 2008. 2008, I moved to Hawaii and I started a spearfishing and freediving channel. And okay, so you can actually see here my spearfishing channels from 14 years ago. These are freediving, so there's no tank. You go down on your own breath, and you bring a spear gun with you, and spear a fish, and bring them up to the surface, and bring them to the dinner table. So, okay, let's take a look at those numbers from the spearfishing days in Hawaii, October 18, 2008 to June 24th, 2024. That's the other important date that transitions. We'll get to this in a little bit. That transitions over to a travel channel. It's July 25th, 2024. During that time, during the Hawaii, living in Hawaii time, I loaded 70 videos, spearfishing videos, 405 subscribers. I never monetized. I did have some views, but these were over a course of 15, 16 years, so I never got a chance to monetize. YouTube was very young back then. There was very little knowledge on how to monetize. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. What if I did in 2008? Imagine where I would be right now. Okay, all right, so the other important date is June 25th of 2024 of this year. We're in November 2024. So that's when I started to actually edit and upload. I uploaded my first travel blog video. So prior to that, I had a very dormant spearfishing, freediving channel from Hawaii. I hadn't done any uploads in over 10 years, 12 years, 14 years. And why did I start a travel channel? Well, I've been 3 times around the world, twice in the last 3 years, and I used to post on Facebook and Instagram, and my friends, family, and some of my clients were like, I know what you're up to. I want to see the full length video. So it was always an idea in the back of my mind. Wasn't too sure I wanted to do it, but hey, why not? Here we are. So pandemic accelerated my travel, Hawaii closures for 1.75 years, no tourism, and a slowdown in my business because of the pandemic, loss of jobs and business closures accelerated my exit out of Hawaii and traveling the world full time. Homeless, free, nomadic, living wherever the plane takes you. So I called the channel, I wanted to call it just Tony Silva, but there's a few million Tony Silvas out there. It's a very common name. And so I added the word Hawaii, and it's hopefully easier when people ask me, where they can find me on YouTube. That uh, they put in Tony Silva Hawaii, and I've actually tested that on strangers' phones, and I come up like number three. Okay, so the niche, right? You have to have a niche. So here you're looking at my thumbnails and my niche. And if you look, when the old bald guy, me, is alone, this is a beautiful video, by the way, Parque Tayrona, is alone hiking Parque Tayrona, the jewel of Colombia, or Palomino Beach, I get 100 views, 152, 190 views. Then I had a friend on the video, a young good looking girl. And those views came out to 2.7. Here's Nicole, 2.7 thousand to 2,700. And there are others. Here's Michelle, over 2,000. Here is Poblado Nightlife with two Colombian girls, over 3,000. So that was it was easy to figure what my niche was. If I had a female in the video, that hopefully I would get thousands of views. So, okay, how do you grow a small channel? So obviously it helps that there's a beautiful female in the video, but if YouTube is about consistency. I can put 10 videos up of beautiful girls and, every week or once every 3 or 4 days, but all of a sudden I stop and YouTube needs to be fed. It's hungry. And so if you stop or you slow down that process of posting, you're not going to get the views. And the channel will kind of get mothballed, just like it did when the spearfishing videos, I stopped doing them, moved out of Hawaii, and got very low views. Also, your videos need to be engaging. So hopefully, there is enough content in a video that keeps people in the video and makes them come back and watch the video. So they must be engaging. Okay, so here's the activity from July 25th, 2024 to October 31st. So as you see, it peaked and the views peaked, the watch hours peaked. And then there was a valley. There wasn't much activity here for about 5, 6 weeks. And so this is what consistency or inconsistency is. So you have consistency here in this period and here, and then YouTube must be fed. If you don't feed it, your channel just goes dormant. And this is an example of the channel being dormant here. So the views here are very little, 17, 20 views a day, and then back up to the hundreds, so hopefully it's over 1,000. So again, it's all about consistency. Once you commit to being a YouTuber, you have to continuously upload videos at least once a week. I try to do a little bit more than that. Okay, so I told you I'd show you the numbers. Here we go. Month by month, all the numbers. In June 25th, I revived the channel. I changed from spearfishing to blogging, and I added 18 travel videos. During that time, that's 6 days, just in June to the 30th, I got 19 subscribers, 29 total watch hours. I average 5 watch hours per day. I averaged 208 views per day, and I got a total of 1,250 views. There were 31,000 impressions. This number is how many times YouTube shows your thumbnails or your videos on a screen somewhere. They haven't clicked on it, it's just there. You might have just scrolled up and down and not gone into it, but these are called impressions. So this would be like a newspaper where they imprint your ad, but you not necessarily read it. You've seen the page and you moved on. People have actually clicked a CTR. They've clicked on the ads when they watched my video. 3.2% of the people have actually clicked on ads. So, and they've stayed on my video an average of a minute and 22 seconds. Now, based on these numbers, I'm also calculating monetization dates and payout. So let's talk about the monetization dates. Now, this is a very small sample. You know, it's 18 videos. It's only 1,200 views, but I'm going to show you all the numbers. So based on the watch hours, 5 per day, I'm calculating that it would take me 880 days to monetize to reach the 4,000, and that date would be September 18, 2026. A payout estimator is based on RPM. I'm going to talk a little bit about this more. If it's 3.8 per thousand views, I would get $4.75 for these 1,250 views. At $5, whatever my RPM is going to be, we'll talk a little bit about this later. It would be $6, and for those 1,200 views, and then at $7, it would be $8. So very little money. But hey, you got to start somewhere. We have to crawl before you can walk. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you next July. Okay, here are the July numbers. So in July, I uploaded a total of 34 videos. I added 140 subscribers. Total watch hours were 379. Yeah, I got some momentum here. Got some nice watch hours. And I averaged 12 watch hours per day, which is kind of good. I got almost 12,000 views, about 380 views per day on average. The impressions, that's how many times YouTube put your video out there for people to see. Not necessarily you've clicked on it and you've opened it, but it's out there in a page that someone has seen the page but not touched your video. 200, almost 230,000 impressions. 3.8% of the people have actually opened up an ad or clicked on an ad. And they've stayed on my videos almost 2 minutes. So based on 12 hours a day, now I have a better number for when I would monetize. So if I average 12 watch hours every day, starting after July 30th, starting August 1st, it would take me 296 days to monetize to get 4,000 watch hours. And so that date would be May 22nd, 2025. And RPM is revenue per meal. Meal is thousand in Latin. So I think travel channels are paid very low, probably $3.8 per thousand. So that would be $43 based on this number here. Views. So basically, it's 11. Drop the three numbers to the right, the thousand. So it's 11 times 3.8. That would be $43. At $5 RPM, it would be $56 for the month of July. And at seven, I hope, $7 RPM revenue per thousand, it would be almost $80. So cool. Okay, here are the August numbers. So this is where an example YouTube needs to be fed, an example of missed consistency. YouTube is all about consistency, consistency, consistency. I only did one video in August. I only got 35 subscribers, 41 total watch hours. I average one watch hour per day. That's what the YouTube algorithm will do to your channel if you don't feed it. You know, you need to do at least one video a week, and I'm trying to do one every 3 or 4 days. So, based on one watch hour, you know, I got 800 views. It would take me 2032 to monetize. It would take me 3,000 days. So if that channel went dormant, right? If I only uploaded one video a month, here's what YouTube would do. It would say, okay, you're going to go monetize somewhere out in the future. So these are horrible numbers. Let's move on to September. Okay. Okay. So here's September. There was a slowdown in August on video creation and uploading, and in most part of September. But I got back on it, and I loaded 11 videos in September. I added a total of 54 subscribers. I added 213 watch hours. Not as good as July, but getting back up there. And I averaged 7 watch hours a day, almost 5,000 views, averaging 162 views per day in September for the month of September. People stayed on a video for 2 minutes. Based on this number, seven hours, watch hours a day at the end of September. So starting October 1st, it would take 533 days at watch hours per day into the future to monetize. That monetization date to get to 4,000 watch hours would be March 17, 2026. And my revenue on 3.8 revenue per meal per thousand views based on this number, almost 5,000, would be $18 on 3.8. At $5, if YouTube paid me $5 per thousand, it would be $24 and 33, almost $34 at 7.8. So I'm probably going to be somewhere in these numbers. Who knows? Once I get there, we'll see. We'll see what YouTube's going to give me. Okay, so that's September. Let's go on to October. Okay, so here's October. In October, I did 12 videos, 136 subscribers, new subscribers added, and total watch hours 684 watch hours for the month of October. I averaged, this is nice, I averaged 22 watch hours per day. I had 20,000 views, and based on the 22 watch hours per day. So beginning at the end of October, so November 1st, if I did 22 watch hours every day going forward, it would take 150 days to monetize. So that date, that future date to get to 4,000 would be March 30th, 2025. And again, the revenue based on 3.8 would be $78, and at 7 it would be $145. So let me do a recap. But before I do the recap, I'll show you all the months put together and the whole thing, the summary. But before I do that, let me show you shorts. Let me show you shorts next. Okay, I'm going to do shorts and then stay tuned. I'm going to do the summary at the end. So shorts, this is not a revenue stream for me. You see the views, monthly. It's 1,000 to 2, 3, 4, 5,000. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get any income. I don't have anything engaging that's going to get me millions of views in a short. So why do I do it? Why do I even bother with shorts? Because of this number, subscribers. So I've actually gotten a little bit of subscriber growth, 14, by putting a short out there. And when somebody does watch it, obviously, and they'll hopefully click on the linked video and subscribe. So that's the only reason I do it. My shorts do get almost 50%, 49% choose to view it. So when it is shown in the feed, like it's in the page, half of the people will click on it. So okay, on to the summary. Okay, so here's the summary or the recap. So from June 25th to October 31st of 2024, when I started blogging, I've added 76 videos. I have added a total of 300. Here it is, 384 in the lower corner. I've added a total of 384 subscribers. Now remember, I already had 405 subscribers from 2008 to 2024 from Hawaii spearfishing. And the subscribers count, but the hours don't, the watch hours. So I have for June 25th to October 30th of 2024, the last 4 months and 6 days, I've added 1,346 watch hours. So I still need 2,654 watch hours, a massive number in order to monetize. So I have a total views of almost 40,000 views. So the revenue per thousand at 3.8 per thousand views would be $148 for all of those months, all of those videos. And at $7, it'd be $273. So one only hopes, but still a small number. Okay, so the October average of 22 watch hours per day, if I keep that number going forward, it would take me 120 days to monetize. The date would be February 28, 2025. Now, this number up here is a lower date and a smaller number. I'm hoping, so if you look at the formula up here in the formula bar, I'm hoping I can get to 30, an average of 30 watch hours per day. And if I can, then it would take me 88 days. If it's 30 watch hours every day going forward, November, December, January, February, then I would monetize February 12th, 2025. One can only hope. So that's it. That's my summary. And that's my channel.